Dr. Love. He was a rock and roll guy with that.
My brother wants to be a doctor. And his, yeah.
Okay, well, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
All right, you're set. Great.
Come in.
Hi, Chris, it is with Pharmacia.
I'm Dr. Love.
Nice to meet you. You want to have a seat?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Before we get started, I just want to give you one of these. It's my business card.
All right, thank you so much.
So it's nice to finally meet you. I've heard a lot of good things about you, of course, when my Professor Steiger had told me about a physician that needed some help in reference to helping her patients to stop smoking. I couldn't say no. So tell me, how did you get started?
Knew I wanted to be a doctor for a very long time. Both my parents were doctors. So it was kind of a family business type of thing.
Oh, yeah?
I love helping people, so that's a really big deal for me.
Oh, wow. I got into it because mainly my little brother, he works as the Orange County Health Department.
Okay.
So he works as an educator. So what happens is that he actually goes up to certain middle schools, elementary schools, and high schools to educate them about tobacco-free living, STDs, and I couldn't say no to either as well. So he kind of influenced me to want to do it too as well.
That's great.
Yeah, definitely. So so as far as everything goes, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company and whatnot, and also too as well. Let's say, for example, if we make a decision today, do we have everybody in order to make the decision today here with us?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Owner of the
Oh, you're the owner?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm talking to the right person then. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So first things first, I just want to let you know that first of all, Pharmacia was established or first started back in Sweden, back in 1911.
Okay.
It was started back in Sweden and it was founded in Sweden too as well. And in 1995, we actually merged with the pharmaceutical group called Pfizer. I don't know if you ever heard of them before.
I have, yes.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like you're very familiar with everything too as well. So in other words, we've been in business for over 100 years, pretty much. We're a very old business. And at the same time, we also have $14 billion in sales, $2 billion in research. I don't know if you ever heard of the pharmaceutical brand called Celebrax.
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Yes.
so as you know, it helps you out with arthritis care. So as far as everything goes, I know since back in 1990, you must be excited because I know you guys have grown a lot since then.
Yeah.
So tell me, how you doing with that?
Very well. We have a high success rate. We do both individual psychological counseling, and then we also do a 12-step program as well.
Okay, so you do psychological. Okay. All right. In the meantime, you want to take some notes?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Awesome. All right. You say you have a 12-step program.
We have a 12-step program and an individual psychological counseling session.
In individual. Okay. Now, as far as those 12-step programs individual, do you ever run into any kind of issues or any problems as far as being as successful for smokers to stop smoking?
We actually have a very successful program. About 30% never smoke again.
30% never smoke again? Okay. What about the other 70%?
Well, they might need a more like individual. Some people do better individually, some people do better in groups.
I see. Individually, okay. So it just depends, okay. And as far as it goes, when you find out that 30%, is that satisfactory to you? Do you ever feel like you need more than 30%, or of course?
Of course, we always strive to be 100%.
Okay, so I try to be 100%. Okay. All right then. And as far as whenever you're making it successful, do you ever run into any other kind of problems when you're trying to actually help them, help individuals stop smoking in the meantime?
Some of them don't do all of the, we do have homework because it is more counseling driven.
Okay.
So they don't always do what they're supposed to do when they're not meeting with us. So when they come in, they're not quite prepared. And that goes both for individual as well as the 12-step program.
Okay, so as far as homework goes, okay.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else that you think of as far as any kind of issues as far as trying to grow or even go faster?
I wouldn't say anything about going faster now.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're at a good place right now.
Oh yeah? Okay. Well, I asked mainly because I always want to know how you feel about that as far as only being 30%. As far as anything goes, can you think of anything else that can help you out in order to strive to the top or actually help you guys be more successful?
No, I don't think success for us is seeing people not smoking. It's not necessarily the number of people that we have, but it's really how many people can we help?
I see. How many we help? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some information real quick.
Okay.
However, and also have you take a look at everything real quick right here, what I have for you.
Okay.
All right. So as far as everything goes, I do have some proof that shows that actually not with just this a 12-week period with a psychological counseling session, also incorporated with also a how can I say an oral treatment, where I actually have a higher success rate too.
Okay.
So also have some testimonials or whatnot. I actually have them right here.
Now, I do have some issues about, like, as far as, like, oral, like, as far as gum. We do
Okay.
have some older patients
Mhm.
that have dentures.
Mhm.
So, you know, I'm not sure if that would be great for them, a good fit.
Okay, so
As
all
well as
patients.
taste. For, you know, the people who are using it, they might not use it because it tastes bad.
Okay, so patients who have dentures, the issues with taste, is that what it is?
Well, you know, when you have dentures, it's hard to chew gum, and then the other people that we have, they might not like the taste.
I see.
So as far as
Okay.
that goes, so those are some of the restrictions that I have
Okay,
with going with Nicorette.
I see. What other kind of restrictions do you have besides the taste and individuals with dentures?
I'm not sure. Just like we have a pretty simple homework plan that you noted,
Homework? Okay.
but. I mean, how would they know how to use it, when to take it? I really don't want, you know, my patients calling me about, you know, when should I take this gum? Am I taking too much of it?
I see.
And then, you know, I know it does have nicotine. We try to be a drug-free facility here. What are some of the downsides of having, you know, overdosing maybe?
I see. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So as far as everything goes, I mean, when it comes down to actually, no, I'm guessing when you're saying as far as like usage, how to use it, that's what you mean related to as homework?
Right, yes.
Oh,
I don't want them
all
to
right.
call and say, you know, do I take it now?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know now.
Gotta
And then
take
what if
something.
what if they say, oh, you know, I've taken this amount, they've taken too much, you know, because it does have that nicotine in it, I don't want them to actually hurt them more.
Usage. Okay. All right. So how about this? I'll start with the usage thing. Now, as far as the usage goes, I mean, however, it's pretty much, we have a certain other type of things. There's 3 different kinds. There's gum, we can take it whenever you want. There's also, we have lozenges as well.
Okay.
So therefore, they do release a specific amount of milligrams of nicotine or pharmaceutical, so that way it just depended on how much they actually smoke. Now, for the stronger smoker who smokes about a pack a day, pretty much smoke, we recommend the 4 milligram. That's for the higher users or whatnot.
Okay.
Or if they don't know if they smoke a pack a day, it's more so if they have to smoke within the first 30 minutes from when they wake up.
Okay.
All right. Now, these are the ones that we have too as well. I'll pull this up here for you. Here we go. It's a Nicorette gum. Now, the best part about it, I know you said something about taste. Now, the best part about it is that we have 7 different flavors.
Okay.
All right. So, Nicorette gum, you can pretty much take it whenever you want, whenever you have a craving. The best part also, because a lot of individuals, I understand that smoke become, you see the flavors are right here. The flavors actually that we have are individuals that smoke or high stress individuals. So therefore, they're always on the go, always real busy. So they can actually not only use a gum, but they can also use the throat lozenges, which makes it a little bit easier. They can carry in the pocket, in their suit pants or whatnot. These are just some individuals that we have. Of course, these are the lozenges, and of course we have the gum too as well. What is right here. And as far as taste goes, of course, as you see, we had 7 different flavors. I believe the new ones that we just came out with were actually with a fruit chill and the cinnamon sugar. I would love to give you like a sample to try it out. However, because it does contain nicotine in it, it's we don't recommend it for individuals who don't smoke.
Right.
But that's the best part about it. And also the best part about it, I know you said something about individuals that have dentures.
Right.
However, the best part is that actually it is sugarless. So it's not going to actually stick to your gums or even to the dentures as well. Also, too, as well, as included, I know you said you only have a 30% success rate whenever it comes out. Now, we did find that we do have some FDA approvals that approved the Nicorette gum. And we have charts right here that show that actually associated with a 12-week program that actually become more successful than just the 12-week psychological program itself.
Okay.
I can see right here. And also we do have some of the lozenges, the nicotine patch too as well. You can wear it on all day, which is another option. Also the gum, if they want to chew a gum or lozenge, just depends on the individual. We also recently we're going to be coming out with a spray too as well. With some new stuff too. So as far as the homework, I know as far as usage, it's very easy. It's pretty much they can take it whenever they want to take it. As far as they have a triggering craving, like for example, if they went into like the example going into a car, going outside, going on the way to work, on the way home from work.
Right.
So they can take it whenever they want for the throat lozenges. For the gum, they get the same thing. Whenever they feel the craving, they can just chew a piece of gum.
And they can't overdose on it?
We don't recommend they don't chew any more than 2 per 4 hours actually is right here. As far as usage, because usage is actually on the, how can I say, it's on the package itself.
Okay.
Here we go. Right here, the recommended use are right here. Here we go. It says it's 12 milligram right here. So pretty much you want to apply daily. There we go. Remove the use and put on. As I ever said, same time every day, pretty much. So in other words, if you take it at a specific time of day, you don't want them to overdose or whatnot. It'll show you right here as far as like how it actually they kind of tear down as far as like reducing the amount of nicotine they induce in the body.
Okay.
So it's definitely very easy to use, very easy to chew, very easy to can take with them too as well. And also, they've also become very successful, long associated with the Stop Smoking Clinic physician too as well.
All right. Well, sounds good. Something I'm definitely interested in trying.
Definitely. And keep in mind that we're not necessarily asking you to buy the product. We're just asking for you to recommend it.
Okay.
We don't want you to stock it. We don't want you to, to buy it or anything. Just pretty much, it's a different whenever an individual actually wants to stop smoking and it's coming from a person who's trying to help them out as opposed to coming from a physician.
Right.
Wants a little more water. Okay? So as far as the usage goes, and they're all patients with a taste, especially with the elderly with the dentures. Can you think of anything else that may be an issue or any kind of requirement that you may have?
No, I think you covered it all.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in the meantime, so how does everything sound as far as the taste goes and accommodating everything?
It sounds great.
It sounds great.
Mhm.
Okay. Good. So how would you feel at the end? How would you feel about actually recommending our product to your patients?
I'm feeling pretty good about it. I have one patient that that I'm thinking about recommending to. I think it might be a good fit, and from there we can see.
Definitely, sure. And I'll definitely send that over to you as well. And in the meantime, I have a contract here for you to just fill out or sign for me real quick.
Okay, sounds good.
And then that way get to show that we spoke together today. And here we go. Right?
I was trying to hurry it up.
My pacemaker went up. All right, so everything's all set here. You have my card.
Yes.
And if you have any issues, and also this is here for you. Okay?
All right, thank you.
There you go. You're very welcome. In the meantime, doctor, it was very nice to see you. Finally got a chance to meet with you, right? There you go. Dr. Grace, you enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Right.